Y'all want a Yahoo?
Yeah, sure.
Here's a Yahoo. Or should I say a Yadrew, sent in by Drew Davenport. Thank you, Yadrew. It's by Yadrew Answers user Lardell, who asks, yes or no? The things I'm into are interesting.
Oh.
So let's just like shoot down the list real quick, and you guys can weigh in and let me know how interesting Lardell's stuff is.
Let me into your game, Lardell.
Okay, let's see.
Underground hip hop, I think we can unanimously. Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
If you know how to find that, please let me know. I'm basically just trying to get like surface level hip hop master.
Sure. Thick and sexy women. Lardell.
You rascal.
Faith Evans.
You know what I say? The thicker the woman, the bigger the bite. When I swallow her. Big gulp. Check out on iTunes.
Every Thursday. Wax Poetics. Sure.
Is that where he's finding out about his underground hip hop?
Probably. Dusty Groove. Either an underground hip hop artist or another magazine. Louisville Cardinals. Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't think these are interesting. Like billions of people like the Louisville Cardinals. Billions of people like the Steelers. Music is my drug. Well, that's just a saying that you sort of did about yourself.
Right? Not so much an interest.
Not so much a thing that you're interested in. Snickers.
Oh.
Is this person's Facebook like collection?
All I can imagine is that this is the scenario we're looking at. What was this person's name?
Lardell.
Lardell has encountered several people that when he starts to talk about himself, they go, Lardell, you're not interesting. And he said, you are wrong.
You're wrong. I'll get the internet to prove it. Some of these things I think are genuinely interesting. Talk radio. The fact that you can actually listen to that. Yes. Congratulations. I'm interested. R.I.P. Biggie Smalls. I'm interested that's an interest. I'm interested about that interest of yours. I miss Michael Jackson. I fucking do too, Lardell. Now you've hooked me. Bernie Mac. Sure. I'm going to pull a chair beside you and we're going to talk about Bernie Mac for hours. Fuck yeah. Fuck yes.
It's weird to me that Snickers rated above those things in his interests.
I'm just sort of popping around here. I love to draw. Again, that's sort of just a sentence, isn't it? Should have just maybe said drawing. But fine. Chili cheese dogs. Lardell, you're hitting a valley, bud. We just came off of sweet Bernie Mac Peak, and now we're in a valley together. Uncle Sam's Jams. Oh, you got me back, Lardell. You got me back. How are you guys feeling about Lardell right now? Let's take a quick Lardell break and just tell me how you feel about him as a person vis-a-vis his interests.
I could just imagine this guy with his Faith Hill poster.
Faith Evans.
Listening to Faith Hill. Sorry.
Oh, fuck.
Faith
I confused Faith Evans and Faith Hill.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me check this out. Oh, yeah. Different person.
Totally different person. So he's got a picture of somebody on his wall. He's listening to his underground hip hop, eating the Snickers, and just being interested in Rest in Peace Biggie Smalls. Just wondering how his situation is. Maybe somewhere in the distance, Mr. 3000, his old beaten up Laserdisc of Mr. 3000 is playing for the umpteenth time. He seems like a pretty cool dude.
I would say that if Lardell leaned over to me and said, like, hey, do you want to talk about how much we miss Michael Jackson? Yeah, 1,000% do.
would.
If he said, do you like chili cheese dogs? Yeah, I do. And then we'd probably start talking about Sonic the Hedgehog. And then he'd be like, hey, I got an extra Snickers. Do you want one? And then we're like best friend city.
Yeah. And he'd be like, hey, I need to repair a drum skin. Do you want to come with me to Uncle Sam's Jams, which is a musical instrument retailer in Louisville, Kentucky? They're closing soon, according to Google. 6 p.m. is the time they close, so make sure you...
Oh, okay. So like closing for the day, not like shutting down because Lardell is the only customer.
Uncle Sam's Jams, that's an institution. A little disappointed it's not a jelly retailer, but you don't always get what you want.
Knowing Louisville, it should be like
think-
a musical instrument and jam retailer.
Here's my point. I now know more about Lardell than I do about either of you.
Fair enough. I keep it pretty
he
close to
went
the
deep.
vest.
It's maybe it's just that the shit that he is into is so much more interesting than the shit that I know that you guys are into. And Lardell, I gotta tell you, buddy, I think you only need like 2 or 3 things.
Oh, maybe that's the problem. Maybe he's got so many things going that it makes everything else seem bland.
Whittle it down. Pick 3 of the things: underground hip hop, thick and sexy women, Faith Evans, Wax Brothers, Dusty Groove, Louisville Cardinals, Pittsburgh Steelers. Music is my drug. Snickers. Talk radio. I love to draw chili cheese dogs. Oh, I'm sorry. There's no space in there. He loves to draw chili cheese dogs.
I would say thick and sexy women, talk radio, and I love to draw. Because...
But, I mean, you left out Michael Jackson, you left out Bernie Mac, you left out R.I.P. Biggie Smalls.
But hear me out. Just by adding a couple words, I like to draw thick and sexy women that are on talk radio.
Okay.
That's a conversation opener.
I'm starting to worry that I'm not as multifaceted as I should be. I'm starting to think that maybe I need
Certainly not as multifaceted as Lardell.
I'm starting to think I need to maybe sit down and write down some of my favorite things.
I bet if you were to pick out your interests, they would be as varied. No, I can't even.
No, so you can't even pretend. The problem is I like a lot of stuff a little. You could combine like 20 of the things that I love to equal Lardell's love of R.I.P. Biggie Smalls.
How do you know how deep this goes?
Because he's only listed about 25 things. And this is it.
Are you saying to me he has zero cultural awareness of it? If I were to be like, hey, what do you think of the Iron Man franchise? I have no
idea. From Marvel Comics, I still don't. That's kind of weird. Do you watch any TV? Is that the thing Bill Maher's on? Because I know him. He's one of my interests. Have you seen any good movies lately? Not since Bernie Mac died, unfortunately. No. Hey, it looks like you might have scurvy. Yeah, it's just all the chili cheese dogs and Pepsi and Snickers. I think are there vitamins in Snickers? A little bit, I guess. Maybe some.
Yeah, maybe fortified.
Do you want to maybe go out and have a salad? Salad. Say that word again one more time. Salad. 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 I can't. Doesn't seem to take.